As a non-Ohioan, I had a very particular view of what I thought Ohio looked like. Yeah, it involved cows and corn. After reading Mary Oliver's American Primitive, which won the Pulitzer Prize in 1984, I decided to update my perspective. Oliver's work is partly based off of the Mad River region of Ohio, but I decided to look for some of the themes she exhibits in her poems on the Olentangy Trail right here in Columbus. My journey began on a rainy day as I set out along the trail. I quickly started to notice the presence of other animals and was reminded of Oliver's vivid description of animal and plant life. With help of my rain boots, which Oliver probably wouldn't be wearing, I was able to encounter my first animal, Life, a pair of ducks. The rushing river whisked them downstream, and I imagined how Oliver might have described their smallness in the vast water. In contrast, I came across these two ducks peacefully eating, bobbing up and down as they searched for a meal. The two scenes are different, with a sense of helplessness in one and serenity in the other. The sharp contrasts in nature are explored in the variety of poems that Oliver included in American Primitive. Oliver used different structural elements to help emphasize the subjects of her poems. For example, in poems that describe motion, she often indents the lines such that they form an inward slant, repeating every 4 lines. In her poem Bobcat, she describes a great cat leaping, startling and stunning the drivers in a car. I could see how her form would apply here to this bird taking flight, although I was the one to startle it. Even the shape of the bird's wings imitate the shift in the stanzas. In her poem The Kitten, Oliver defies readers' expectations. The first stanza reads, "More amazed than anything, I took the perfectly black, stillborn kitten with the one large eye in the center of its small forehead from the house cat's bed and buried it in a field behind the house." She starts with the title, The Kitten, so the reader expects something cute, but we get the stillborn dead kitten. It's very sad and unexpected, but she resolves that life is infinitely inventive and returns the kitten to the earth. As I was walking, I too stumbled upon the unexpected. This flowering Bradford pear tree looks so beautiful, white and fluffy in the still budding landscape. However, when I near, I can smell the distinct rotting smell like dead fish. Although the blossoms of the tree are appealing, the smell is yet another example of nature's inventions. I come back to the edge of the water and I see the marshlands, which is one of Oliver's many inspirations. Marshes are good examples of the life cycle. You can see the decaying material decompose into the water and help restart growth. The cycle of life is something that Oliver focuses on in her poem Ghosts. I am first reminded of ghosts when I see this tree scarred by the gnawing of a beaver. The tree will die, but it is a resource for the ecosystem, just as these remnants of feathers show that a bird had been captured as a meal. The chicks, not more than a day hatched, lean quietly into the thick wool, as if content, after all, to have left the perfect world and fallen helpless and blind into the flowered fields and the perils of this one. Ghosts also focuses on the deep intimacy that nature can show us. While walking, I came across 2 geese making their way to the edge of the river. One was leading the way for the other, perhaps an expecting mother, like the cow in the last stanza. They paused to bathe, and I sat filming, watching quietly, as Mary Oliver's words echoed in my head. In a warm corner of the clear night, in the fragrant grass, in the wild domains of the prairie spring, and I asked them, in my dream I knelt down and asked them to make room for me. Ghosts exemplifies the way that nature can heal and welcome humans with an intimacy that is very different from our everyday experiences with each other. Finally, my Mary Oliver experience wouldn't be complete without blackberries, so I sat down to enjoy a few as the sun set in Ohio.